Hey guys, I have an important information to share with you today, and it's very urgent because the information may no longer be available to you in some days' time. If you are an interested international student hoping to apply to a school in Canada and you do not want to pay an application fee, well, for this school that I'm going to talk about, you will not have to pay any application fee to apply to the school if you follow the steps that I want to give you in this video. Now, there are so many things you stand to gain when you apply to this school. Well, and the first is that this school is a designated learning institution in Canada, and the school also offers post graduation work permit eligible programs. Well, this means that if you apply to the school and you're given admission, you will be eligible to apply for a study permit from your home country. And after your study permit has been granted, and after the completion of your studies in Canada, you will be eligible to apply for a post graduation work permit that would allow you to work in Canada on a full time basis. And later on, you transition to permanent residency. Well, this school has diploma programs, advanced diploma programs, master's program, and this school also accepts transfer students. There are scholarships you can also apply for as an international student, which we're going to talk about in this video. But please note that not all programs are available for international students. So we will take a look at the programs available for international students. So be sure to watch the video to the end. This school also has exempted a lot of countries from submitting any language tests to prove English language proficiency, and all of these will be discussed in this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, and like this video. It's a way of supporting my channel. You can also join my channel membership and let's grow together. Or you can give a little token by clicking on the thanks button below. And know this that Canada is a land full of opportunities, and as a student, you're at the forefront of unlocking these doors. The path to success may be challenging, but be resilient so that you can be victorious at the end of the day. The future is yours to shape. Anyway, let's go right into the content of the video. But first, see my face. Welcome to my channel. This is Color Space. If you're seeing my face for the first time, thank you for coming. And to my returning subscribers, I say thank you for checking back again. So the first thing we're going to check is the application checklist. So before you start applying to your online application, you need to ensure you have the following. The first and most important thing is your photo and signature pages of your passport. Your international passport must be ready because you're going to upload that in the course of your application. Then secondly, you should also have your transcripts ready. Okay, so if you have graduated from high school, from secondary school, then you need to have the transcript of your school as well as your certificate of completion. That's like your certificates. Also, if you're a graduate of the university, you also need to have your transcript ready as well as a copy of your diploma. And you also need to have a proof of English proficiency. But just like I mentioned in the introductory part of the video, there are ways by which you can prove your English language proficiency. So let's check that quickly here. Now, all applicants to Seneca must be well prepared to study in English. So if you're coming from a country where English is not your primary language, there are other ways by which you can show your English proficiency. The first one is you must have successfully completed a minimum of 2 years of full-time study in the school where English is the primary language, or you have successfully completed a minimum of 1 year full-time study at the post-secondary level in an institution or country where English is the primary language. Also, Quickly, let's check now for countries that have been exempted. Okay, English proficiency test exempt countries. Some countries have been exempted from English language proficiency. So clicking on this would give us a PDF file, which I have opened up already. And here we have it. So English language proficiency exemption. So if you are from these countries, Australia, Liberia, Nigeria, Botswana, Singapore, Cameroon, South Africa, Gambia, Ghana, Uganda, Jamaica, Kenya, Zambia, Zimbabwe, United States of America. From any of these countries, you do not need to provide any means of proving your English proficiency because these countries have been recognized as having English as the primary language of study. So that settles the issue of either submitting the IELTS or TOEFL test score. I also did mention that in this school, which is Seneca College, there are also entrance award scholarships that you can get. So let's take a look quickly here. We have from diploma to degree scholarship, you can apply for this scholarship. Now for the fall term, winter and summer, the scholarship is available for students starting in the fall, winter or summer semester, and the deadline is the 10th day of classes, and it's a one-time scholarship of 2,500. And the eligibility is you must have an incoming GPA of 75% or 3.3 GPA and above, and then you also complete the financial aid application through the student's home when you click on financial aid tab and then you apply for the scholarship. Then by then you would have been enrolled to the program. You also have some other renewable degree scholarships that you can get from Seneca, and they're also open to fall, winter, and summer semesters. And the deadline is also the 10th day of the classes. So you can read up more on these, and this one varies based on the GPA that you have, which you're applying with. And also, to show you that this school is a designated learning institution, which I have mentioned earlier, all the campuses of Seneca College have DLI numbers. Okay, so that means they have been allowed to host international students in Canada. And they also offer post graduation work permits eligible programs in all of these campuses. So that tells you when you apply to this school, you are going to get to work in Canada after your studies to work on a full-time basis. As I have also mentioned, they also take transfer students. So you started your program in your country of residence and you want to come and study in Canada, especially at Seneca College, you can apply as an international student under the transfer credit option. So if you're interested in applying for a transfer credit, then you must have been offered admission to Seneca, you must have paid your tuition fee for at least one semester, and if you've attended a Canadian public college or university before, your certified copies and course outlines only will be required. But if you have studied in another country, okay, then you have to do a WES evaluation of your transcript to be able to submit to them. And lastly, you must complete the transfer credit request form at least 5 weeks prior to your start date. Then, quickly, if you're applying to this college, like I already mentioned, there is an application fee waiver that you are going to get. So on the international application fee waived promotion, it is open to all international prospects who are interested in applying to a full-time program for January, May, or September 2024 admission. And to participate, you have to visit the open house promotion areas either in person or virtually. And the program actually is going to be an open house program. And in this program, it's going to come up exactly on Saturday, November 25th, 9 a.m. to 12 noon. Okay, that's in Canada time. Then you can do that conversion to your own country and know what time that would be. So once you have being a part of this program, it is written here that the code is going to a code is going to be shared and it will cover the cost of your international application fee if you apply between November 25th and Sunday, November 26th of this month. So that's just few days to this moment. And then you also need to get your documents ready when you want to apply to Seneca. But quickly, the code is going to be available for the first 250 applicants only. So you have to be very fast. Okay, you have to be very fast. And lastly, if you're applying for admission in Seneca College, you need to know the application deadline for each one. So timeline for the application, if you're applying for a program that is starting in January 2024, then you must have applied by February 2023. So obviously, at this moment, this is no longer feasible. Same for programs starting in May, it is no longer feasible. But for programs starting in September 2024, then you can start applying in October 2023. So you can start applying already because we're already in November. Now, and these are some of the programs that they have for international students: a 3D animation, and the campus and the number of semesters you're going to take to do the program, then the stats for this entry term and this other entry term. So you have them available here. Let's see, for 3D animation, it's already closed. And for accounting, it is still opened. Accounting and finance still opened. Quite a number of programs that they have: animation, artificial intelligence, uh, assets management, aviation, bachelor's of engineering, software engineering, but that's no longer available here. Biotechnology, a good number of them. So you can check out this information on their website and be sure of what you are eligible for and what you want to apply for. So quite a number of programs here: civil engineering, computer programming. So for computer programming and analysis, it is still open for May 2024. So if you still want to apply for the May 2024 admission, you can do that. And quite a number of them, like I've mentioned: cybersecurity, cosmetic techniques and management, database application developer, and early childhood education. You can apply for these programs. So if you have really enjoyed what you've watched today, kindly like this video, subscribe to my channel, and join the family. Quickly, you need to know that Seneca College, as of 2023 now, is now operating under the name Seneca Polytechnic. So it is still the same when you hear Seneca College, Seneca Polytechnic. All right. So, and that brings us to the end of this video today. Thank you for watching this video and see you in another video. Bye.